What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George checking in here, talking to a good friend of the show that we've known for a long time. He is the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner, Kendall Grove, longtime UFC middleweight, of course. But, all that doesn't matter today because we're connecting with Kendall on a humanitarian subject. Kendall, first of all, it's great to see you. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, not like when I saw you at Extreme Couture a few years ago. It was so cool to see you out there training like always, BJJ, getting your thing going with the old team. But obviously here, man, I knew the minute I heard Maui, I thought, oh, I go, who do I know that lives there? Man, then my heart's broken. I couldn't believe what I was watching on TV. You're one of the first I thought of. I'm glad to see you alive, and in seeing your social media, obviously it seems like a lot of the people that are close to you are still with us, but please update us because I know this thing, Hurricane Dora and the subsequent wildfires, really did a lot of damage to your island.
Yeah, basically Lahaina is gone. Historic Lahaina, our old capital, burnt to the ground from Front Street, Kamehameha Third, from 505 Front Street. That's the beginning, till Safeway, till the boat ramp. Um, it's just sad. All Lahaina Luna Road houses, my in-laws' houses, burnt to the ground with hundreds of other families. On top of losing their possessions, a lot of people lost their lives. The news is only saying 80 something people, but there's hundreds that got caught in this fire. This fire was crazy. The winds were at 60 miles an hour, and basically Lahaina town, hundreds of years, went up in minutes. And it is what it is. It's a tragedy. It's something that I'm still numb. I can't wrap my head around it. This My whole life, beautiful Lahaina. Now it's we're rebuilding. We're just trying to rebuild and trying to come together as Hawaiians and survive. It's hard, and it, I I can't even speak. I'm a loss for words right now. Just so much people affected by this, and we need your help. We need everyone's help. Anybody who can, please don't donate to big organizations, Red Cross, FEMA. Donate to individual families. We have an adopt a family system where you can go on and adopt a family that lost everything. Go to their GoFundMe and directly donate to them, and then you can forward to your group of people so you can, like it says, adopt a family. And this is where we got to come together and not and just be human beings to one another and just help each other, because Maui is bleeding, guys. And if you guys ever, if you're ever a tourist here or a visitor here that loved it here, that thought it's beautiful, that continues to think it's beautiful, please help a family in need, help us rebuild, please.
Kendall, I definitely want to get the donations from, the links to the donations to the families and everything from you, so that we can send it to the right people. Because like you said, a lot of times, even in a time like this, there are some bad people out there that will involve themselves and the money will go in the wrong hands. We definitely don't want that. So I'll make sure that whatever I can get from you, we can put it, we can, use our social media to get it to the people so that they help the people that really need it, obviously, and not get it to some bad guys. But you said something about your in-laws. Just to check in on your family, you and your family are okay, and your in-laws I know you said
I,
their house is gone. Are they okay though? And are you missing any friends or family at all still?
I'm not missing anyone personally that I know. Like they're all safe. Everyone made it out, but I know a lot of um, friends who lost family who
Oh
didn't make
man.
it out. They're trapped in their cars. Um,
Oh.
yeah, it's crazy because the media ain't saying nothing. Obviously, we're in that time, but yeah, it's just horrific, and man, it's a tragedy. It's a natural disaster, or um, yeah. As you can see, I can't even think of words to say right now, just because it's it sucks.
Yeah.
But we're my in-laws are all right. They lost everything. I got to go 2 days after the fire to my in-laws' house and just witness uh, the tragedy of Lahaina Luna Road. Over 200 plus structures, 200 plus homes on top of hundreds of businesses lost. But it's just weird to see. It looks like a apocalyptic city that just ruined. You could see where there was bodies on the road that they had cleared. People that never made it. Walking down, you see cars in the middle of the road, like trying to escape, and their cars broke down, and God knows what happened to them. I just pray like everyone didn't suffer, and um, hopefully we can heal from this and yeah, rebuild and see if we can come together as a people and um, take care of one another. This is the time we need it. We need it the most. We're hurting. We're hurting bad.
Yeah. Kendall, you said something that I think is very key, and that's hopefully we can all come together. And here in Las Vegas, when we had our tragedy, that was the one thing that really stood out. And it was a change that kind of stuck. We all came together. And I hope that does happen for you guys. And I did want to ask, we can only watch things on our television, what's going on. You're there in the middle of everything. Are there any misconceptions or any things that we're not seeing and anything that we can do to help that wouldn't really occur to our minds?
Right now it's hard because all the like the food, the resource, like clothes, um we're good on that. We have unbelievable support. I have guys like Brandon Wolf, former MMA fighter Brandon Wolf, coming from Oahu, bringing 40 containers filled with um, stuff that families need, from clothes to toilet paper to everything, anything you need in a crisis situation, water, canned goods, everything coming. So we're good on that aspect. But like I said in the beginning, find a family, adopt a family, to where if you see a family, they're out there. There's a lot of GoFundMe's that went up. I'm sending people to a lot of people that I know, families, police officers that lost everything, firefighters, first responders, family men, anybody who I can help, I'm sending them that way, just so they can get it immediately, because that's what they need. They need money so they can start rebuilding their lives, start looking for, like, you got to understand, like, all these kids in Lahaina, a lot of them lived on Lahaina Luna Road, and all, I would say 75% of those houses are gone now. These kids, the school is fine, but like there's no electric, there's like a natural disaster. But we just need the support, the financial support. We need donations, to go to the people itself, not these organizations where they're gonna hold it. Like a lot of the Red Cross and the FEMA here in the beginning, I think they're doing it stupid. They're stockpiling everything and basically nitpicking on giving people stuff, and where myself and a lot of the other local bradas here doing our own thing. Cops are cool. They know we're trying to help. I went in with a bunch of generators thanks to all the boys who supported and donated to me, and I went out and I got generators, went out, fucking extension cords, gas, everything that they needed at the time, give them at substations, giving them at houses, people that needed it, because power is non-existent there. Gas was non-existent. A lot of the gas stations blew up. And
Wow.
now one gas station is up and going. So we're slowly, very slowly, trying to pick ourselves up, but it's not even a week old yet, so we'll see. But tremendous support coming in from the islands and the mainland, so keep it up, guys. We need it. Like I said, if you ever held Hawaii dear to your heart, if you ever made a special memory here on Maui, please donate $1. If we can get 1 million guys to donate $1, fuck, man, that you're saving a few families' houses right there. You're helping them rebuild. You're helping them get some sort of normalcy back. Because that's the most thing I see is like people is broken. I when we go deliver stuff to these hubs at the Napili Park, Honokawai Park, they're just families of grateful families to be alive, but just lost, man. They lost everything, their whole lives, generational houses lost. And it's an unbelievable thing, you know.
Yeah, and you use the word apocalyptic, and it's so true, because I was looking at your Instagram and there was just videos of, you could see the smoke and you could see the desperation in the voices. Some people were out there trying to help, but at the same time their own lives were at risk. It was really, really like I don't know the right words, but it was spine chilling, to see what you all went through. I'm glad you're alive, and I feel terrible for anybody that had to witness and experience and be a part of that. Any loss, it looked horrible. Like, you see the cars and then you see the ocean, and now it makes sense that some people had to leave the cars just to get into the ocean to flee the smoke and the fire. That's really, really terrible.
And you seen that video of the people in the water, the break wall, and the smoke and stuff going. There's people in their car right over like a family gone. They couldn't make it out. I don't know the reason. Obviously, had to have been, maybe they're scared to death, literally. But hard to think of. Like, you never wish that upon nobody. Like, obviously, it's like like fucking little kids, man. Like, and
I know, brother.
This smoke, like, I don't know, like it. I cannot say shit.
No,
I cannot think of anything to say.
I understand. It's a tremendous loss, and it's so close to you. And like you said, people are still missing. So, folks, his Instagram is instagram.com/the Spider MMA BJJ, DASPYDER MMA BJJ. On our socials, we'll make sure we get all that correct, so that it can go to. He has links on his bio, and he's created like a Google list.
On my bio, if you, if you DM me, I can send you. If you don't want to send it to mine, but you can DM me. I'll send you to somebody that needs it. I'll send you to a family that I know or that is in need, which every family out there needs it. But just from what I know and who I know, I'll send you to someone who needs it. Like I've always represented my island
Yeah.
from the start. All I'm trying to do is help. I don't- like. I just want everyone. I just want shit to go back to normal, even though it's not.
I know,
But
man.
the most we can do is help and pray. You know, if you're deciding to take a fucking trip to Hawaii, please don't come to Maui. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Yesterday, I had to decompress. I took my family to the beach just to reset. And I know one of the lifeguards. He's a jiu-jitsu instructor out here, and he's over here telling these tourists to back off, stay off the rocks, and he's losing it. He came up to me and telling me, "Hey, Kendall, when you going back in? Hey, yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go back in after my shift. We're finding bodies in the water,
Oh
so we're gonna
man.
go dive. We're gonna go diving and just help recover bodies."
Man.
I had to hug him because he's going through some shit mentally too. Because he's a first responder. Like he's one of the
Yeah.
first guys that went out. Yeah, he's a lifeguard, but he was one of the first guys that went out on their skis because he found out that guys were jumping in the water at Break Wall right there on Front Street. So, and then he's seen the chaos. Like, and he's mentally fucked right now. Like I could see it in his eyes, and I had to go up to him and hug him and reassure him that hey, everything's gonna be all right. And I got to hear him yelling at fucking tourists to be careful because they're going to get smashed into the rocks. And I just found it like, wow, like one, it's our government. Fucking, it's our governor telling, oh yeah, tourism is still open, which should be on Oahu and every other island. But I don't get why tourism have to be open on Maui. Like we lost half of Lahaina, you know, and it just doesn't make sense. Especially like you got guys the day after the day I think it was 2 days after was the first day we went in. We were driving through. Thank God I got through. We got through. We delivered supplies, but as we are leaving, you see a bunch of families living on the beach in their cars. And then you see snorkel boats fucking parking right outside and they're all snorkeling. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they had a vacation plan. It's not their fault, whatever. But shame on these companies. Shame on these fucking hotels that are not helping. Shame on the Westin, Hyatt, all these hotels that never was affected by the fire that are up and running. Shame on you guys for turning away locals that were hungry, that needed water. Shame on you guys. Fuck you guys. You guys can get yours, bro. I promise you. But for every auto Hawaiians, auto tourists, everyone who helped out in this last week, God bless you guys. God bless all you guys.
God bless you, Kendall, because I've seen the work that you've done out there distributing things. And even last night, you were sharing with me about going to the airport and picking up more supplies. So you're a hero out there to your community. And as far as MMA goes, obviously, we're going to spread the word and get the money, hopefully, to you guys as much as we can be raised in the right places. Please communicate with me if you need anything or we can follow up in any way. We appreciate your time today. Our hearts go out to you, your family, your friends, and hopefully some of those that are missing, hopefully all those that are missing come home and are, safely. And but like I say, our hearts are with you guys.
Sorry. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate the time. Hey, please go to my social media. Look for a link. If not, if you're not comfortable with that, DM me and I will send you personally to a link that needs your help. And sorry. And then we can go from there. But I appreciate the time, guys. Thank you, MMA Junkie. Always supporting. And yeah, man, just prayers, you know, prayers and whatever way you guys can help. We
For
appreciate it.
sure.
Thank you guys.
Count
Thank you,
on it.
Kendall.
Thank you for the time today, Kendall. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. See you guys in Vegas next
All
month.
right.